Hey everyone, welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and this is my first impression video of the Swizzle jewelry case. So we have seen the little mini Swizzle, which is that teeny little square box with a little top handle that holds a bunch of like little rings. It's got the little sort of zipper pocket that comes off. This is the larger one, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. So this has been on Lug Live for a while, but I have completely ignored it on Lug Live because I don't actually watch the Lug Live shows. But Lug just put all of these onto their main website this past weekend, and I haven't had a chance to look at them. So I have done a video where I sort of quickly look at all the colors of all the sort of neon accessory releases from this past summer 2022, but I actually haven't seen them. So the most I will do is tune into Lug Live shows, watch about a minute of each show on Monday just to see the Lug show. So the host picks, and then if there's a special or a bundle, I'll just watch for that. If it's something I don't want, I move on. And this is one of those things where I was like, I don't have jewelry. I don't need a jewelry case. The little one was very cute, but that was way too small. This one's obviously bigger, but again, I have no jewelry. So, for $60 Canadian, as it turns out, and for someone who has no jewelry, I moved on. I didn't want anything to do with it. But now that I'm looking at it, it still looks cute, and I want to take a look at it for the first time. So let's look at all the colors real quick. So obviously it comes in all the colors that it came in for a lot of the summer accessory releases for 2022. So all of the neon, so there's your coral, which again is orange, not coral. Oh, hang on. I'm assuming the interior, oh, no. So the interior is just gray. So it is like the little mini one. So they all just have a gray interior, which by the way is kind of disappointing, no? Like if you've got an orange bag, wouldn't you want something really fun inside? I mean, I don't know. That's sort of, to me, part of the Lug DNA is that if you've got something really cool on the outside, why on earth would you just have gray on the inside? That's a huge disappointment to me. Those interiors should be so much more fun, because that's pretty boring. That's just me. So that's your lime green. There's your magenta. Looks like it has the same interior. Sky blue. Violet, which again, just straight up purple, like a true violet. And it's just, like, look at how fun that color is. And it's such a boring interior. So yellow. Hang on, does that look different? No, it just looks darker. Okay, crimson large dot, which I'm assuming is the same. Actually, it's a little bit lighter gray. Fireworks navy, flamingo blue, heather gray, metallic black. Oh, that's cool. So it's all the metallics as well. Metallic champagne rather, very pretty. Metallic pearl, metallic rose gold, metallic walnut, midnight black. Whoops. Pause navy. Oh, it's so cute. And see, like, look how cute that would have been with the bones and the little hearts. That's all I'm saying. I know it's like soft line, so it's harder to get that interior to translate over in something soft line, but they could do it. It's not undoable, but they didn't. So to me, disappointment. And then sand taupe. Yeah, gray interior, and then of course the zebra sand. So, okay, so this is one of those items where because the interior is so boring and so plain, I could easily give this as a gift to someone, especially since all the outside colors are the main thing we're looking at. So I definitely have friends who are a little more sophisticated, and they probably wouldn't want like one of the typical lug, like louder lug interiors. So I love that this, I guess in some ways, has such a huge array of really cool colors on the outside, but has a pretty much, bland, generic interior. So it does make gift giving a little bit easier, but it's more expensive. So it does become a much more expensive gift. So it narrows down how many people I can give this to. It's also something I probably can't give to a dude, because they're not going to see any purpose in using this bag for anything other than jewelry. So, but I mean, I guess I could have guys who have jewelry, but I don't know those people. So, that being said, tons of amazing colors. So these metallics are beautiful, and it looks like there's some quilting on the top. It looks like that large basket weave quilting. So let's look at the photos really fast here. So it does not have lockable zippers, even though it is a double zipper. It is a regular sort of nylon, that like lug nylon. And there's no quilting on the back, but it does have these two little pull tabs so that you can close and open those zippers much easier. Okay, so it looks like the interior is all soft lined, 100% of it, which is why they're just using gray. So there's some ring pockets there, some little ring slots there. It looks like this divider can be taken out and maybe moved. So that's kind of cool. That looks like it's, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's, hang on. It looks to me like that's a bit of Velcro there. But maybe it's attached. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, hang on. Where'd I go? So this is, it looks like a removable pouch. So that's a little mesh pocket with a zipper. So there's a little Velcro there that you can take. You can leave it in or you can take it out, take it with you. So let's say you're taking a few necklaces or whatever traveling. You could toss them in this little bag and toss that into your carry bag. And then, interesting, so these are little snaps. So I guess if you're carrying like necklaces or bangles or something like that, that you maybe want to have, you know, sort of not get tangled. But look at this. So even though this is like that, what is that, walnut, the metallic walnut, inside that looks like silver or metallic pearl vegan leather. So that's interesting. That again, they could have made this the same color as this, but they didn't. They had a whole different fabrication and a whole different other color, basically because it's trying to be gray, I guess, to match all this. Now, is this a pocket back here? I wonder if that's a full pocket back there. And I think that's it. So, yep. So you can see there how they've, oops, oh my gosh. Hang on, where am I going? There. Let's open this up a bit. So yeah, so that's how you keep your necklaces from getting tangled. And it does look like there's two slip pockets back here, which is a very, very nice feature. And there's, oh my gosh, why is this going? There's that removable little pack that used to sort of stick up here. And there are the rings. And it seems to hold some nice big rings. So that's really always nice, especially for those of us who are into costume jewelry. So there we go. All right. Let's read really quickly and see what it has to say. Actually, let's look at the measurements real fast. Okay, so 7 inches wide, which I'm assuming is this way. And that is, yeah, it's a small bag. It's not very big. But you know what? You don't want a jewelry bag that's too big. At least someone from like me, because I don't have a lot, that is more than plenty to carry probably all the jewelry that I have. Anyway. So there we go. So that's now 3 inches high, which is very short, and then 3.5 inches deep. That's fine. You know what? It's perfect for a jewelry case. It's a great, 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 great size. That's going to look so good on someone's dresser or on someone's counter or in a drawer where you want to maybe keep your jewelry a little bit more out of the way and hidden because you don't use it all the time. But if you travel and you want to carry a lot of jewelry, let's say you're going to a wedding and you've got to go to the rehearsal dinner and you have to go to a shower and you've got the reception and you want to carry different kinds of jewelry with you and you have to carry a lot of it. That's a really nice bag to have. You can still see everything. I'm gonna cough, sorry. Pardon me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Talking too fast, mouth gets really dry. By the time I realize it's dry, it's too late for a drink. And then I start sounding like this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Probably need to calm down and slow down. But I get really excited when I start talking about lungs. So I talk really, really fast. And don't take a breath. Where was I? Yes. So if you're taking this traveling with you, it's going to look great on your little hotel vanity or on the bedside table next to you. It looks like it travels really well because it's nice and flat and compact. So I like this bag. If I were someone who had a lot of jewelry and I had to carry a lot of it, this is perfect. It's a little bigger than the little mini one, which is good. So it's got a place you can put bracelets and rings. It's not just rings. So the other one I found was basically just rings. You couldn't really carry much else. If you had like chunky necklaces, you had some nice earrings, or you've got bigger bangles, pendants, brooches. It looks like there's lots of room for things like that there. So yeah, I think this is a really good case. I think they've done a really nice job with it. I love that little removable pouch if you wanted. The little snaps to keep, you know, things a little bit more organized and separated and not tangled. Great idea. The little pockets. I mean, this thing has got little details galore, which is nice. So many beautiful colors. That top handle is just the best. Anything with a top handle, I'm a huge sucker for. And let's just look at the features, I guess. Let's talk about this real quick. So, one main zipper pocket, zipper compartment, top handle, and then inside says 5 soft line sections for rings or cufflinks. Oh yeah, cufflinks. I didn't even think of that. Velcro removable divider. So it is removable. Nice. So that means I can probably take the whole ring section out. So if I'm not carrying any rings or cufflinks, I can take the whole thing out. Okay, let's just look real quick. So I could take this thing out, because I think you could do that with the mini, and then you can take this out, and then you can have the entire bottom for whatever you want it. So that's kind of cool that you can actually take all those things out. So you don't need to, like, this can just be one giant cavern, or you can have lots of organization. I love that. Or even like if you were, I don't know, like if you're weird and you don't like that the rings are on the left, you want them on the right, maybe? I don't know. There's something in there, because I know there are some people who are kind of fussy about that, and that might be actually a really fun thing to switch it around. So anyway, so I guess that's what they're talking about there. Velcro removal divider, says that Velcro removable mesh zipper pocket, and then 2 softline cargo pockets. Oh, by the way, for anybody who maybe doesn't know, anything that has that mesh, now don't quote me because I don't know, I can't see, but in the past, anything that had like that mesh pocket for lug, you could actually put your stud earrings through it. So if you wanted to, you can push the posts through the mesh and then put your back on the inside of the pouch. So that's how you can keep your stud earrings safe. Or even like you have like the little hooky ones, you could sort of try to hook them into the mesh, and it would sort of keep its shape. So if you wanted to, like, not lose them in the fray there, or you don't want them getting tangled or caught or bent or whatever it was, you could actually put them right through that mesh. So now again, I don't know what how big the holes are on this mesh. I don't know how fine this mesh is, but in the past, whenever Lug has had a jewelry case, there was always like a mesh pocket or a mesh something, and that was where you could actually put your stud earrings through, or any posted earrings. So it could be like the little hoops or the loops or whatever it is. So you could do that. So that's always a really nice thing to have as well. Now I don't actually wear earrings, so for me, it doesn't matter. But for those of you who do, that is another thing. That's another reason why they've used mesh as opposed to any other fabric. So, so I think I read all through the features, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, great bag, great size, so many amazing colors. Those metallics are beautiful. I can totally see myself getting this for someone as a gift. Just not at $57, because anybody who knows me, I'm a complete cheapskate, and I also don't love my friends that much. Just saying. That's not true. I do have some that I would spend that much money on, but I have lots who I wouldn't. So even if it's like worth $57, I wouldn't want to spend more than $30. So that's just me being kind of a jerk, but it's true. And I don't have that much money. So that's the main reason. I mean, if I had tons of money, I wouldn't care, but I have to be frugal with my cash. And so if I wanted to give someone a gift, the most I would spend money on some people would be $25, $30, but I would want it to be worth more. So I wait for sales, I wait for deals and things like that. And then when I see a really good deal, then I jump on it, and the thing that I got looks like it's worth a whole lot more, but I actually paid, a fraction of that cost. So this is one of those things where I would hope one day it would come down to half price and I would buy a few, and then it would be some gifts for people, and that would be a great gift for people. I also love that there is like the top handle, which to me breaks a lug thing these days. So this could have just been like a regular jewelry case, that just opens up and like anything else. But the fact that it's got a top handle, I love it. And I can totally see myself putting, all sorts of other random things in there, not just jewelry. So, so I think it's great. I think the quilting on the top is nice, that they didn't carry it all the way to the bottom. It's just got a nice clean line. The interior features lots and lots of good space. Would have been nicer if the interior at least had a matching fuzzy, felty fabric, or at least, sort of complementary, but to have them all be gray when there's so many beautiful colors is just sort of sad and disappointing. But anyway, obviously that was how they brought the prices down. Obviously, it would have been more expensive if they had matching fabrics, but just because that's what Lug does. Like, so many Lug bags I love and buy almost exclusively because of the interior print or the interior color. Even if I like the interior more than the outside, I'll buy it. I'm just crazy that way. So so it would have been nice if some of these bags actually had something other than gray interior. So that's probably the only thing I would have to say that's negative about it. Otherwise, it's really, really good. Lots of fun features. Looks like a good size. So many great colors. So yeah, let me know if you've got one. If you got one, tell me how you're using it. Do you use a divider? Do you take the divider out? Where do you use this? Is this a thing that you just have on your dresser or living in your drawer and that's just where you keep your jewelry? Or do you travel with this? And if you do travel with this, how has it been? Has it accommodated all the things that you need? Like, do you need to carry something other than this? You know, when you take everything out after the end of your trip, do you find like everything's sort of settled where it is, or does it move around? Anyways, I'd love to hear your review. I also want to know what colors you got, and what you think of those metallics, because some of those metallics I have never seen. So let me know if you've got those. Yeah, and that's it. So that's my first impression video of the Swizzle jewelry case. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.